Okay, so welcome back. We're gonna go ahead and pick up where we left off. Left, unless my game crashes. Unfortunate. Okay, let's go ahead and start that back up. So yeah, we're coming back to DDO, Dungeons and Dragons Online. Um, we're going back to the adventures of Dragon Duck, the Warlock Dragonborn that I am building horribly. We're gonna see just how well, someone that has some familiarity with the game can actually get back into it. I'm specifically trying to avoid looking up any kind of wiki spoilers, understanding exactly how feats work, what the warlock gets, how different abilities interact, to try to, to try to get an idea of how good you can do just reading skill descriptions and going off of concepts that way. Uh, I would recommend no one actually do this the same way as in the pen and paper game. Going in with no idea what you're doing, with no plan in mind, and with not understanding how things work, really not a good way to approach it. But it seemed like a interesting possibility this time. Of course, because of this, I started up a new character. I'm not just going to reincarnate one of my old ones. For several reasons, I don't want to, be tempted to give them a bunch of the nice items. Certain items are automatically unlocked, like I believe most of them have used tomes, which would automatically unlocked once I reincarnated. Okay, and then if I remember correctly, the last thing we did, okay, we had picked up Taint the Blood, which, right, reduce their fortitude saving throws. So we're going to go ahead and run some of these uh, Korthos missions. I don't remember which one I was planning on doing next. So let's just go with this one. So Village Storehouse. Uh, go ahead and start it on normal, since that's pretty much our only option.
Dust and mold fill this ill-maintained storehouse. You can hear the terrier skittering nearby.
Okay. So we've got some spiders. Pretty classic low-level creatures. Nice. Potion of Cure Light Wounds. Downside, though, is because that's an actual Potion of Cure Light Wounds rather than a starter potion. Heals for the same amount, except it doesn't stack. I have to do another slot on my hotbar. Okay, so we need to find the hidden scroll.
The door is locked. It is beyond hope of picking.
It's okay, I wasn't going to try picking it anyway. So it looks like it just wants me to go... Ooh, free potion. Through the door. Zombie rat. So, as I talked about last time, especially for being arranged, the classic pen and paper where you just kind of turret mode isn't really the best strategy. You want to kind of keep moving. If you can move out of the way of an enemy attack, they will automatically miss. Not always a possibility, but it can certainly make up for a lot. And I should probably be using Consume more since it doesn't actually take any resources and it only has a 10-second cooldown. Okay. Break crates and barrels to find this over key. So it looks like I did that accidentally. Okay. Looks like a boss. So red named bosses are much different than regular counterparts. They're immune to many kinds of attacks and spells. They're difficult to defeat, so plan your engagement carefully if you want to survive. Well, that was actually more of an ambush than an option to plan, but that's fine. Another buckler. Man, does it like giving me shields. While we're here, might as well do the daily dice, see if there's anything good we can get. 98 is a good roll. Hey! Oh. So, I've talked a little about tomes. For those that have played... Yay. For those that have played, the pen and paper game, I'm sure you're familiar of the Tome of Constitution, or the various stat tomes that will give you permanent bonuses to one of your main stats, strength, dex, con, int, wisdom, or charisma. This game has them as well. But they also introduced what's referred to as an upgrade tome. And specifically, in this case, tomes that are used for skills. So, the item that I got was a +2 upgrade tome of Hide, which is handy. Well, not really for this character because I don't have Hide on this character, but if I were to make a rogue character, some kind of stealthy character, an extra +2 to Hide is just nice. Downside, though, is it's only a +1 to +2. So in order to use that, I would have had to have gotten a +1 skill tome, and then have the +2 skill tome in my inventory to use it. I'm kind of tempted to just destroy it because it is just so niche. The probability of ever having a use for it, of ever actually being able to use it, is so low. And the fact that it's only +2 in a game of... I think they go into It was +6 the last time I played. But it looks like... skills go up to +5? I know stats could go higher than that. Actually, you know what? I can look. Because there's the DDO store. And I believe they sold stat tomes way back when. I can't imagine they'd stop. Usually in these kinds of games, by the time something... oh, interesting. By the time, something got into the store, it was never taken out. I forgot about these. Yeah, extra XP. Don't need it. Extra AP is pretty crazy. Supreme Tomes is all of your abilities. So, yeah, looks like +7. So you can get your stats up to +7, which is quite nice. Tomes of Fate. Fate points. Skill tomes only go up to +5. Yeah, +5. Oh, interesting. It's got +5 to any skill except UMD. But then UMD is twice the price. Storage bags. It's been so long, and I've already burned through so much of my stored money. I hate to just buy stuff. But it is always nice to know what, is there. Oh, collectibles. Oh, collectible bags. Oh, I might have to do something. Well, there's usually some for sale. Just because everyone gets, like, the huge. And then... At least that's what I did. Get a huge and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay, so that's what we need, is a flawed Cerberus Dragon Shard. So if I ever want to trade out toughness, I'll need that. I've gotten a few Cerberus Shards already. Okay. And of course I'm breaking everything, partly because I like the random potions and such that drop. I should probably be more generous when using potions. I've already had a few times where I've dropped a single-digit hit points and, don't want to waste. That's always my problem in these kinds of games, is I'm constantly
Door swings
saving,
open, revealing
even when
here
it's not a good
that the
idea.
floor in this room can be moved or rotated.
Which, I don't know. It's always been a tough thing for me in most games, especially if I play like a class that uses consumables a lot, because I always want to save it. I always figure, if I use a healing potion, there'll be, you know, free healing just around the bend. So, because I broke everything, I did get a Ransec bonus. So I talked about the various bonus XPs. Ransec bonus is an extra 15% experience. Really not worth it considering the time. If I was going after XP, definitely wouldn't have done it. But because I'm going after the potions and such inside, it becomes worth it. This is also another great feature of DDO, and I think something that kind of other games miss to a large degree. They're puzzles. So DDO has so much in the way of puzzles and various like strange ways of solving things. I think because pen and paper had so many puzzles, depending on your GM, um, that they kind of just went with it. But it's really great. In this case, I have a like starter thing that puts off energy, and I have to light up these four corners. So I have to do that by turning these various puzzle tiles. Um, and of course, let's see, so that one only goes in from that direction. So let's do that. Oh, see, so now this is where it gets a little interesting, because the entrance to this one is only on that side, I need this puzzle tile to be facing that way, which means I need this one to be going like that, which means I need to light up from this direction. Okay. So then I'm going to have to kind of backtrack here. I'm sure in terms of, puzzle difficulty, this is nothing compared to actual puzzle games. But it's a nice little, effect. It makes things a little more interesting. And even though there's always puzzle solvers and such online, it can always keep things fun. So one of the funny bits to the game I always liked is whenever you leave a mission, any mission-specific items drop to the ground, which, keeps you from having an inventory full of keys or various items that you have no, need to keep. But I always did find it funny when our mission was to get this scroll case, and as we're walking out, we just kind of toss it on the ground because, hey, we don't need it anymore. Okay, so let's talk to Linus. And of course, once again, tutorial land, so the items are like preset. So reflex save +1, reflex is always good. Fortitude save +1, fortitude's also always good. Rugged belt, +5 hit points. All good options. What are my saves? My saves aren't bad. I'm gonna go with hit points, because I don't know, hit points always seem to be the most useful just overall. So let's equip that. Should probably sell stuff to someone. Probably. Okay, but mostly because of the daily dice, I got the 1000 XP, so I can actually level up. So I go to my Warlock Trader. I'm going to use the services. Advance to the next level was Warlock. So, standard, I have 2 skill points. I'll just spend it on the same stuff that I did before, namely concentration and spellcraft, because, hey, that's the castery thing. I get it to choose another spell. None of them are really that good. Damaging spells like Magic Missile seem not great. Sleep's always classic, but because of the number of enemies, you know, a single target crowd control isn't amazing. And I think auto's resistible dance is a single target. Yeah, single target touch range, which is less useful. Thinking detect secret doors or shield, but shield clickies. What's the duration? Detect secret doors is a minute per level. Shield is a flat 5 minutes. You know, shield clickies should be a possibility. I'm gonna go with detect secret doors. Oh wow, I got a bunch of stuff. So Warlock feats, pact damage, went up. So now my Great Old Ones does 2d4 acid damage. Deceive items, plus 5 to my use magic device. Oh, apparently I should have been leveling that up. Oops. Actually, you know what? Let's go back then. No, I still want spellcraft. So instead of concentration, let's level up use magic device. Because I forgot, 3.5 warlocks get like huge boost to their UMD. So not only is it a class skill, it's also, you know, charisma based, and I get class bonuses. So, oof. Yeah. Okay, so 8 additional hit points, 6 for my class, 2 for my constitution, additional spell points. Base attack doesn't matter. Actually, I don't know, it might. Normally it does, even though, you know, it's a touch, you still need a hit. But it seems to just automatically hit if it touches them. So Trip and Sunder, I think I get those just because my Babs won. And Arcane Lore. So Arcane Lore is a DDO specific thing. Basically, as you level up, you get these ranks of Arcane Lore, and sometimes in missions there will be kind of like a knowledge skill based on Arcane, and if you have enough ranks of it, enough, you know, caster levels, then it will give you options that aren't available otherwise. The one I remember specifically was like if you had religion lore, which clerics and favored souls got, then that would give you the option of like cleansing an altar rather than just breaking it. Okay. So we've got that. I don't think I have any auction points though. No. Okay. And I should put this spell on my hotbar. I probably should get a second hotbar. Lasts for 2 minutes. And spell point cost of 10, so yeah, I can keep that up for pretty much ever. So let's try another mission. So this one... Kenneth Crystal. This one is a pain, if I remember correctly. So one of the downsides of, you know, this kind of game is the tutorial island. They are, you know, wanting to give you all sorts of various missions that you might run into throughout the game, which is good. However, some of those various missions consist of escort and protection missions. Probably the least enjoyable types of missions. So in this case, it's a protection mission. We have to protect this crystal, and there's waves of enemies that come, and especially on the higher difficulties, elite and such, you know, it's the kind of thing where 1 or 2 hits destroys the crystal. And of course they're all invisible because they're being sneaky. Which just, you know, makes things obnoxious. So, not looking forward to this. Even at the higher levels, I struggled on this one for elite. Because really, unless you have crowd control or some kind of consistent air of effect attack that's constantly setting them off, it's so easy for just a random hit to go off. Though it is nice, they tell me up in the top right corner how many kills there are still left. So in my case, I still have to kill 8 more cultists. And I should really remember to use consume, because it's way better than my auto attack. Okay, I think I saw someone. There we go. Okay, so 5 left. Let's see. Okay. So 3 left. If I remember correctly, there is a boss here. I want to say it's a Swagan. But I don't remember exactly. Okay. So, I don't know, does the duration of Entangle go up, or does it always... 30 seconds is pretty set. Usually you can kind of get an idea on how long stuff lasts. Oh, I guess there was no boss. Just based off of the duration that it has. So, you know, if it was 30 seconds, it would have to be something like 20 seconds plus 5 seconds per level, or 15 seconds per level. Those usually aren't the way that the game runs numbers. It's usually, you know, measured in sets of 6, because that's how long a round is supposed to be, or minutes, or tens of minutes. So, you know, 30 seconds is probably not going to be going up, which means Entangle is kind of obnoxious. But that's fine, it's something to burn my spell points on. Okay, so now I've got some bracers, so I can choose Axebane, which is DR4 against slashing attacks, not bad. Spearbane, DR4 against piercing attacks, or Bracers of Assistance. So Aid's always nice. It gives temporary hit points, 8 plus 1 per caster level. It's cast as a level 1, so it's 9 hit points, plus 1 to attack rolls and saves against fear for 3 minutes, which is always nice. But it's only got 1 charge per rest. Oh, Braces of Assistance are tempting. Spearbane's also tempting because that's going to block, you know, random arrows that come shooting. I think I'm going to want to go Spearbane. That way, if I get into any kind of archery fight, I am going to have more advantage on my side. The Axebane isn't as useful, even just, you know, even assuming that all 3 types are as common. Like if it was DR against bludgeoning, yeah, I'd probably take that in a second, because there's so many just, you know, people with clubs and such. So let's repair. Sell a bunch of stuff. Sell the amulets, I'm going to want to keep those. So there is a sell gem button, which is always nice. Then you can just add stuff by double clicking. Click sell. For those that didn't see, there is repair. You can just add all. Repair isn't a ton of money, but it is something you're going to want to remember to do. Once again, Monty Hall nature of the game. I now have almost 500 platinum, which is, man, I wish I had 500 platinum in, well, not even just at level 2. Shoot, I've got a level 5 character that would kill for that much platinum in a pen and paper game that I'm running. Okay, so let's put detect secret door.
This must be the cohort stepping in from the dark.
Okay, so we're trying to find the person that betrayed the Korthos to the Swagan. So we're going to talk to him. Let's see. He says, "You again? The Swagan blame me for your heroics. I'm sick of your tampering." Why? Why are you working for the Swagan? I'm no fool. The Swagan will kill everyone who doesn't convert. It's inevitable. I'm just watching out for my hide. So says the biggest fool in Korthos. Your life ends now. Pretty sure that there was no way for that to not Ooh. Okay. Apparently he brought friends. Okay. So it looks like they're mostly coming there. The Sawagan itself joins in. Okay. Oh, now they're coming in through the back door. Oh, I didn't even see him. Apparently they're coming in through 3 different entrances. So,
Defense gives the Sahuagin pause, but
oh
you
nice.
hear more of them gathering outside for a final assault.
Now this I do remember. You can rob the guy, which I don't then generally condone in actual pen and paper games, because I mean I feel bad for NPCs that just have their shit taken because someone decided they wanted it more. But in a game like this, it would be a waste not to loot something. Which is interesting. Well, the game is pretty awesome. It loses a lot of the capability of an actual pen and paper game. Though, nice.
Now, after that traitorous Jacoby Drexel,
So it is kind of interesting because I started playing a little bit of like a Pathfinder Society. For those that aren't aware, basically it's like a huge campaign where everyone makes characters following specific rules. As long as you follow those rules, every time you go on a mission, you gain XP, loot, various other rewards that you can use to spend, and everything's heavily recorded. So, if I say I'm gonna spend 200 gold on, or what would it be, 320 gold or whatever for a masterwork longsword, it's recorded that that's what I did. It's taken off my gold records. It's added to my sheet officially. Yada yada yada. So you can't just add stuff on the sly, which is what you'd expect. But I kind of expected it to be something like this. Like, I've got my character, I decide I want to run a mission, I join up with other people that are also interested in doing the mission, and, we just go, we fight, we get the loot, stuff gets divvied, etc., etc. Especially, the way that the chests work, where everyone gets their own item. However, somehow it's crazy complicated compared to that. Like, finding a game was near impossible. Admittedly, I'm kind of bad about that, but man, it didn't work out nearly as well as I was hoping. Which is, I mean, fine. It obviously works for some people, and I think if I had, a physical shop that was running Pathfinder Society, I wouldn't mind it so much. And because of that, it kind of let me get into a different Pathfinder game that's just so much better. Just the absolute... yeah, probably the best Pathfinder game that I've ever played, which is great. But I was a little disappointed in the way Pathfinder Society worked, because one of my biggest problems with the game like this is, while it is great that you can go about things so many different ways and different builds, and a rogue is going to approach the same mission differently than a warrior, who's going to approach the mission differently than a wizard, and they did a really good job on duplicating that kind of different strategies in terms of an MMO, which is impressive on its own. But there's not even close to the number of feats. There's like 9 races, and most of those are new. If I wanted to play something crazy and exotic, there wouldn't be an option to do so, because they'd have to roll out the class or the race, they'd have to come up with stats, do all the different things, whereas in an actual D&D game, if I wanted to, I could come up with my own race. Like I could do like a Nullborn or something. Um, that's a combination of a Tiefling and a Asimir, where it just you know they represent neutrality instead of the planes of goodness or the celestials or the demons. They represent like constructs. There's so much interesting stuff that you can do. So this is just a bunch of weapons. You notice there's pretty much exclamation marks on all of them, which means I'm not efficient with any of them. The exception being Valen's Mace, which is nice because it's got lesser monstrous humanoid bane, which for those that don't remember the banes, I think this one's actually new. I don't think there is a lesser bane, but it's a +1 and an extra 1d6 against Swagan or any kind of other monstrous humanoids. But at the level that you're using, it's just going to be Swagan. However, I'm going to go for the discarded ring. Gives me power 1, which is an extra +10 spell points. I realize I'm not using the spell points that I have. So it's not awesome. But, that's the way these things go. Okay. And I got a bunch of gems. So I'm going to go ahead and sell the gems. And the game has lots of loot, which is nice. But, the downside is until I get my inventory going, then, the problem is until I get my inventory going, I have to sell almost every fight. Okay. So, Merle Bardutter, hey Dragon, I've heard Don, little Kuja, say good things about you. Could you do me a favor? I told Bertram that we had some vintage Old Sully's grog in the cellar. I thought we had a whole cask, but the cask is fake. Da replaced it with some disguised lever. I swear, he's so paranoid sometimes. In any case, could you go to Korthos Village Pier and help Bertrand find some vintage Old Sully's grog? Okay, sure, anything. So this is a interesting quest. Even, when I first started playing.
Made the village much safer, but only temporarily. It's time to take the fight to
nice.
Sahuagin, out in the wilds of Korthos Island.
Okay, so now I have access to the wilds. So the reason that this one's kind of, what's the word? Controversial is because in order to complete the quest, you need to go to the DDO store. Specifically, you have to buy this grog, which has no value except for turning in for this one quest, which you can only do once. So let's go ahead and buy it for 5. Now 5 isn't hard to get. You'll get it probably by the time you leave Korthos without any difficulty. I'm at 14. If I was doing quests for Elite, it would be higher than that. But what we do is we talk to him, and he gives me a Starter Sybaris Spirit Cake. So the Starter Sybaris Spirit Cake is a cash shop item. Let's see what the Sybaris Spirit Cake sells for. So we'll try looking up cake. Okay, so the Spirit Cake is normally 195 for a single. Though it, as far as I can tell, it's not exactly used much. Basically what it does is it gives you 1-use resurrection, which is the highest level. I believe, no, true resurrection would be the highest level. But basically you can use it on either yourself or someone else and return them to life. So if you're doing a mission where you can't re-enter, either some barrier went down and prevented your exit, or you don't want to deal the re-entry penalty because there's a lot of missions that just have a ton of experience, and that re-entry penalty hurts. Or lots of various other reasons. Maybe you're in a raid and their healer goes down. the spirit cake is your best option, but there's so many options before that. You know, you can buy scrolls of resurrection and all that. You know, you have to UMD, so it's not quite as good. Anyway, so that's mostly just a tutorial to try to teach you about how the cash shop works, buying items, give you a taste of it. Pretty standard for most games with a cash shop, but this game was one of the first subscription MMOs that successfully, I think it might have been the first one that successfully converted to free to play. And so because of that, it got a lot of flack. Let's see. So I was going back to the missions. Let's see. Oh, it's you, I beseech you, hero. Something terrible has happened. My daughter Arissa has been kidnapped. We heard her scream in the night. By the time we got to her room, she was gone. She's being held prisoner at the old Cannith Aqueducts. They're being taken there one by one for indoctrination. The Cannith Aqueducts is a rocky cliff. Da 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 da. Okay. So I'll rescue your daughter. There should be some more. Yeah, so there's a chalice. Chalice meaning they have quests. And of course she's got the arrow, which means I need to talk to her to continue the storyline for the Korthos. Let's see. Listen, Dragon. I know you've been helping around the village, but this is serious. I've been talking to Kaja, and I'm convinced Lars Hayton is alive. I didn't find him in the Hayton family crypt. No, not at the crypt. If you breathe a word of this to anyone, I'll disembowel you. But here it is. I saw Lars Hayton at the old Cannith manufactory, in the flesh. So remember, this is in Eberron. So Cannith is one of the houses, specifically the crafting house. They are the ones that would put together various different arcane magic using artificers, all sorts of things like that. Let's see. Right, so at the old Cannith manufactory in the flesh, one moment he was there, and then if Hayden's actually alive, by Doldarn, he can help us. Find him, Warlock. Acquire his assistance, whatever it takes. If you head out in the wilderness of Korthos Island, you'll see old ruins on the right side of the path. Climb to the top of the ruins, and there you'll find the passage into the Cannith manufactory. Okay, I'll find Lars Hayden. That's good. And that chalice is killing me. Because I did talk to him. I took his quest. Why is the chalice still... Bugger. Oh, and then there's a quest there. So Handsome Wilm. Let's see. And he's the one that gave me the cash shop one. So let's see. A moment of your time. I would like to hire your services. My mistress, Drusen de Jarasco being another house. I believe that's the spy house? That might have been Fjarlin. Was assaulted and kidnapped. They were undead, obviously minions of some villain. I followed them to some decrepit catacombs here in the wilderness of Korthos Island. It's at the base of a river inlet underneath the south end of a long river cutting the middle of the island. I would hire you to travel there and rescue my mistress. Does this job offer sound reasonable? Quite reasonable. So Necromancer's Doom. So I picked up the starter quests. I should have most of them. I think there's at least one more. So now I could go into the wilderness. Wilderness is an interesting concept. So the same way that you get rewards when you finish the quest and not during the quest, outside of bonuses, wildernesses also work a little differently. Instead of just having enemies killed, or instead of just every time you kill an enemy you get a certain amount of XP, rather there is enemies that don't respawn. Difficulty in Stir is generally normal, which means you can reuse rest shrines every 15 minutes if you so choose. The difficulty of the overall enemies is pretty low, at least the early ones. Some of the explorers are tough as nails. However, one of the odd things about explorers is that they seem to scale with player size drastically. So, one person going in by themselves might be the equivalent of a normal mission with one person, but you get 6 people going in, and it becomes the equivalent of 6 people in an elite mission. And so it can become much more dangerous, much more quickly. Okay, so he's got um, like a invisible chalice, which means he will have a quest, but I haven't completed some objective. So yeah, the private instances, other people aren't allowed in. And then basically every time I kill an enemy, my Slayer kill goes up. And you can see my quest journal. So for Slayer, if I slay 10 inhabitants, I get 85 XP. Rare encounters, there are 3 bosses. Now, every time I kill a boss, I get 200 XP for the first time I kill that boss, and then 300 once I get them all. And they are sometimes locked behind events, sometimes they're just out in the wild, but they don't always spawn. Some of them will spawn every time, some of them are like 1 in 10. Some of them only come if you've killed another boss. So if I were to be lucky and kill all 3 this mission, that would give me 200, 400, and 600, plus the bonus, 900 XP. And then, of course, there's explorers. So what they're saying is there is 12 locations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 locales, which it kind of gives me an idea of. Discover the Tree of Sacrifice, discover the Algid Falls, discover the Watchful Vigil, or the Watchful Vigil. So I have to kind of figure out where that location is based on that hint. And then 5 dungeon entrances. So dungeon entrances will usually have an explorer associated with them. You just walk up to the dungeon, you get it for free. Now, for each one of those I discover, I get 100 XP. So if I were to discover all 12, which I can because, that's not something that varies as far as I know. Specific locations are always going to be there. And bonus XP for discovering them all is 300. I believe it also gets rid of Fog of War. So if you see on my map, I have, a little... Oh, nice. I don't remember that being that way, but it actually will show me, like, quest entrances, even if it's an unexplored area. That's super handy, because I can't tell you how many times I've wandered around an explorer trying to find the entrance to the dungeon and not being able to. But if you get all the explorations, usually the map will permanently unlock, which is just nice. It's a good chunk of XP. So usually one of the first things I'll do when I go to a new map is I'll just look it up on the wiki, see where the map is, where all the explorations are, get them all done. Now, of course, the downside is I'm not really able to do that because I'm avoiding looking at the wiki. I'll probably do it somewhat, just because my memory of this place isn't all gone. But if I can't find something, I'm just not going to find something. Okay, so Gunnar Bowerson. Let's see. You friend or foe? What is your business here? I'm working with your father Sigmund. Well then, I could use your help. The Swagan have found a great beast imprisoned beneath the island since the Age of Giants, and they're trying to wake it up. Doesn't sound great. The beast is kept in eternal slumber by an ancient device. Far underground, the Swagan have sabotaged it, but you can sneak into the underground complex at the bottom of the cliff. You should be able to reactivate it. It's your only hope. Alright, I'll handle it. You stay here. So, you can tell on the map that there's a flashing thing right there. And you can tell by the markings that that's the entrance of a dungeon. But there's not really a clear route down. So, oh, that's a ring of water breathing. Shoot. Normally on my characters at this point I have a ring of feather falling. But I don't have that. So hopefully I land in the water. Because it uses movie logic where no matter how far you fall, as long as you land in, you know, 10 feet of water, you're good to go. Okay. So I got an exploration because that was the entrance to a dungeon. So I kill those guys. Stopping the Sahuagin sounds like a good idea. Let's go in. Now, one of the things that is always important to remember is it'll drop you at kind of a general location. Sometimes it pays to look around, especially behind you, rather than just immediately going forward. Once you're familiar with the quest, you know when to look behind you and when not to, but just it's not a bad idea for new missions.
Is the ancient tunnel descends.
So, unfortunately, I wanted to try to stop him from ringing the gong because he summons more ads. But it looks like my corruption didn't actually reach him. Which is not great. So we've got barrels. Lots of potions, which is nice. Now my detect secret door kicked off, which is why those glue. However, I didn't see the method there. And I wasn't facing him apparently when I used corruption. So that went nowhere. So let's see. So that one has a lever.
You hear a gate ratcheting open somewhere behind you.
Hey, so that opened that gate. More barrels to break. So let's check the other door. I'm guessing another lever. Yep.
You hear a gate ratcheting
Yep.
open somewhere behind you.
Now the other... Oops. Now the other reason I went with the tech secret doors, besides just, you know, the fun of opening those up, is there is a bonus for secret doors discovered. So if you can see, I have an observant bonus of 2, which tells me that there's probably a lot more available. I believe the top's 15, it might be 25%. So I have to choose left or right. Let's go right. So this totally looks like a trap. And the music doesn't help. There we go. The door locks behind me. So let's blast the Swaggin. Man, this corruption, I struggle to land it. It seems like if I've turned just even the slightest bit, it doesn't even fire, but the cooldown still goes off. Okay, so valves there.
You hear ratcheting machine. The sound of distance warns you that
Okay, not a big fan of seeing all this ice, so I'm gonna cast
you may be able to take
Resist Energy Cold. Okay, so let's kill him. Let's see. Slay all the Swaggin in the ice floor room. Okay, so let's hit the valve. Oh, also there's that sound. Yeah, that means you've reached a new ranking. I forgotten that that was even a thing. So I'm up to Mischief bonus. Extra 8%. So now there should be... There we go. Kill him.
the last Sahagin guard collapses to the floor. But what are they guarding?
Most likely, I'm guessing they're guarding the valve. Yeah, of course. Right as it wears off. So detect secret doors. There's a secret door here.
The extravagant gong in this room looks capable of truly ear-shattering.
That doesn't seem like a great idea. So let's Ha! Close that. Oh, that's what it opened. Oh, I wound up taking the back direction anyway. I wonder what this fellow does. I don't know what that does. What does this one do? I don't know what that one did. Let's hit the gong.
With the gong's reverberations, you hear a slight rumble from the larger one. But then it stops.
Okay. Well, nothing attacked me. So, let's try it again.
The second strike of the gong reduces the telltale
Okay.
sound of cracking ice.
My resist energy cold. Man, I can't wait for like 10-minute boss. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Okay, there's a lever. And of course a guard. Ooh, 59. Like how did that crit? Can that crit? I guess. Yeah, I mean spells. There's a spell crit stat. Okay. So we hit that. Doesn't seem like there's anything else up here. Gate there. Okay. Looks like that's open. But my breath is running out. So let's go up for a breather. There's a ladder. Ladder's a trick. Oh wait, detect secret door. Okay.
Great relief. The air seems slightly cooler here.
So a couple of swaggins and a rest shrine. And another valve that I don't know what it does. And the ladder. Where does the ladder lead? Oh hey, I created a shortcut. Good to know. Let's go ahead and rest. Not really missing a ton of hit points, but I don't know. I don't imagine at this early stage you'll need to, you know, save rest shrines. I could be wrong. But it doesn't seem like a necessary tactic. So let's go ahead and resist energy, detect secret doors again.
The temperature plunges as you forward ahead.
There's a caster.
The device
There we
must
go.
be-
Kill him. Ice monsters take more damage from fire weapons. I do have a fire weapon, but I don't really use it. So I'll just have to keep an eye out for ice monsters. I don't see it. But I've also run into a lot of invisible enemies recently. Is it connected to the chest? Hey. Expeditious retreat. Lasts for 5 minutes once per day. I'll take it. Admittedly, you know, once those 5 minutes are up, I'm out, but shoot, 5 minutes. That looks like a giant spider. And a trap. Holy crap. Okay. So red named giant spider. Made of ice. Let's shoot. And it's saving. Okay. So some frozen rats. There we go. Vigilant sight. So 15%. Ransack for 15%. Which means I'm getting 945. Let's break the adventures. Okay. Redirect the mist spray towards the beast. That, I guess that's the beast? It's kind of hard to tell. Looks kind of like a troll? I don't know. Okay. So let's see. Generally, the rule is if you see something that's lit up, it's supposed to not be, and if you see something that's not lit up, then it's supposed to be. So I presumably want to light these up and unlight those that are putting off the trap. Ooh, potion. Okay, so let's start with, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now I can work in peace. So I want to light you up, which suggests there, there, there. Uh-oh, I'm missing something. Because it would have to connect there, 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 there. But then I need that one to connect there. Okay. Well, let's try to figure this out. So that doesn't make sense. So yeah, that would have to be it. No, there's something I'm missing. Let's see. Let's see. We can go ahead and change that to go there. There. Okay, there we go. So then, yeah, so then that one wants to go there. So that, that would have to go in that direction. Yes. Okay. So I get the XP. No chest? I guess not. Still, a little disappointed. Okay, let's go ahead and finish out. There was the... Well, I guess that's the spider. Now it is nice, once you leave that way, a bunch of stuff doesn't spawn. So even if the cave entrance was blocked by a bunch of things, you wouldn't have to worry about getting attacked once you leave. Which, not a big deal at this place, you know, at this tier, because it's Newbie Island. But can be a bigger deal at the higher levels. So shoot the Swagan. Shoot the Swagan. It looks like there's something here. Okay. Oh hey, nice. Exploration. So, Tree of Sacrifice. And then I got the 10 Slayers, so a nice chunk of XP. No, dang it, I gotta learn my geometry better. I keep just like hitting stuff that I'm not supposed to be hitting. Okay, so the Swagan Priestess. Hey, restaurant. What? Corruption didn't hit you. Bugger. Okay, it looks like stairs or something over there. Yeah, that looks like something. Okay. Yeah, once again, I totally hit him with corruption. No. Okay, so looks like there's someone at the top. Maybe this is an exploration?
The Sawagan keep close
Yes.
tabs on the comings and goings of the Korthos village citizens.
Damn it.
In
This corruption is killing me. It's really good damage. It has no mana cost. It has no painful anything. But like I don't think they even get a save against it. But god damn, do I keep missing everything. It's super obnoxious. Okay, so there's a swag in there. Okay. Oh look, there's a mission right there. Back to humans. Let's kill the caster first. It's gonna be more dangerous. Okay. Oof, this is a big group. Okay, and apparently that's where zombies are being made. Though they seem tougher than zombies, so it doesn't seem like a great trade-off. Let's see. Then again, maybe it's like a religious thing. They do seem to be following the Devourer. Yeah, why you would trade like a spellcaster that's as tough as a fighter for a friggin' zombie. I don't know. Okay, where was the mission? There? Oh. Okay. Ice spider. Okay, so the ice spider's dead. Corpses. It's in spider webs. Sounds about right. Looks like there's something there. Just a couple warriors.
make sacrifices to
Okay. I wonder if the Devourer's like a fish. I mean, okay, that probably sounds weird to say like that. Let's drink a potion. But I always kind of assumed that the Devourer was, you know, just a generic evil god, like, oh, he wants to kill everything, because they are using necromancy. But I wonder if it's, like, specifically, like a god of the sea type thing that devours, you know, sea devours all type thing. Okay, so rest shrine. I'm gonna hold on to you because I just drank a potion. Like shooting rats in a barrel? Oh, that can climb out. Still, pretty easy. There's CR 1/4. Okay. Oh, so that's where that mission was. I don't want to go down there. Okay, so there's a mission right there. So let's go ahead and rest. Which, I don't know, restores a couple hit points. It's been so long since I would consider resting to heal. I usually like to play, you know, super self-sufficient. If they don't have innate healing, then they've got, you know, some kind of healing over time, or use magic device. I guess technically this character has used magic device. But you know, just a bunch of like heal scrolls or something. So, you know, using potions and rest shrines to heal up always, I don't know, it feels weird. Okay, so let's do that and that, and I don't know if they use any elemental damage, so I'll hold off on that. So spiders, not too bad. More spiders.
Resilient spider.
Okay.
They don't look capable of withstanding blows from your weapon.
Really, I have to use my weapon? Well, that's annoying. Potion of jumping might be useful. I know I used to always like jump because it helped me get over certain things. There was one mission that like you needed a jump skill. So let's, there we go. Okay, yeah, that's way easier. So let's turn back on Eldritch Blasting. Okay. There we go, that was a weird door break.
This room held a number of desperate Korthos villagers.
Okay, oh nice, so we found the villagers. Let's see, rescue all the villagers. Looks like a named, no, just a regular guy. No, he saw me. I didn't see any bells or anything, so I shouldn't have to worry about him setting off alarms. Oh, there we go. There's a lever. And that moved the bridge? Oh, there we go. Who comes up with these elaborate levers? Like, okay, key to the cutter. Zeraf Fjord. Nikolai the Orphan. Who did I need? I need Arissa. Petty. Pristine. Okay. Let's look down here. Gate. There we go. Once again, what is with levers? So that opens that lever, which leads to absolutely nothing. Well, not quite. There's this. That's cool. Looks like there's something on the other side. I don't know. I'd hate to be put in that cell. Okay. It's not really a door, but we'll go ahead and go with it. Leads to nothing. Man, my breath runs out so fast. And a lever. Nope, I don't see anything there. Another door. It's locked. I don't have locking mechanisms. Lever. Man, if there's nothing down here, I'm gonna be kind of annoyed. Because they made it seem like there's gonna be something awesome. I guess it might have been underneath the locked one, but still. Yeah, it looks... total waste of time. Or I missed something, but... that's always possible. Okay. So let's break these bases. Okay, I actually vaguely recall there being a super boss. Because this was like one of my first experiences with what's some people called Mario level. Because the basic idea is, you know, it's not part of D&D to have to kind of maneuver around. There's no skill challenges. There's, you know, it doesn't depend on your jump ability or your dexterity modifier or anything like that. However, by using the player's skill and the ability to kind of jump around, you're able to get to stuff. So there's a chest there. Oh. And I remember optional, put to rest the skeleton mage. That doesn't sound good. Nope, not good. Okay. Good job, me. Inflict minor wounds. Okay. Actually, if I remember correctly, that weird green aura was like a healing him, damaging me aura? I should have not just jumped down. I took a lot of damage. Because I remember when I first played this game, I went with Wizard, and I was all about that Pale Master because I love anything that gives me, you know, difficult to obtain resistances. And so Pale Master let you go undead, which gave you all sorts of weird resistances, like I think immunity to like mental compulsion, charm, and stuff like that. Which was just super handy. Admittedly, it wasn't exactly a game breaker, but it made me really happy to, you know, run through a irresistible dance or a dancing ball without worrying about anything. Okay, so climbing. Detect secret door. Let's do expeditious retreat. Oh, danger. I don't see it. Can I find it? No. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. Of course there's a spinning blade. Because why wouldn't there be? This is, once again, one of the things I find really fun about this game. Because you'll run into traps like this. And you could disable it with a rogue. If you have, like, evasion, you can just run through. And a high enough dexterity. Or, if you have, you know, player skills to be able to dodge those, jump over the blade, all that kind of jazz, then you can ignore it in that regard. Which is, you know, quite nice. Okay. So more swaggin.
You have breached the Devourer's sanctum. From ahead you hear a woman's plaintive cry.
Okay, I missed once again with corruption. Bugger all. But apparently they don't like me being up here because they can't touch me. Ha! Oh. Or they jump up. But that's, you know, ranged character 101. Get to the high ground. Lever is locked. Somebody here loves levers. Okay, so I'm still doing pretty good on health. I haven't had to take any potions. I did take some damage. So exit, but I'm not done yet. Okay, Orisa. Oh! Hey, so that completed the mission for me. So you're free to go. And this would be the optional? Hey! 54 XP. I'm kind of curious what was down there, though. Is the lever still locked? No. Okay. Let's see. Oh, a named. Drenal Fallow. An optional. Hey, it's not a complete waste. And free chest. Another Man, they really, really want me to use shields. Would it kill you to give me some armor? Gloves, boots, something? I guess I've got boots. But I could use some gloves. Eyewear, helmet, trinket, a giant bear, cloak. I could go for a cloak of resistance. That seems like a good plan. I wonder what level... Oh. I don't know if I've ever actually used a cloak of resistance in the pen and paper. I should. It's like iconic, like the go-to. But I've never really played a character that got to that level. They always hit other items were higher importance. I miss the rats. Okay, so there is a rest shrine there, but let's... I don't know if I want to fall. I'm pretty sure the falling damage isn't worth it. Because even that little thing from the arcane skeleton, I took like 7. Yeah? Yeah. Good. Oh, and you're back. And of course you're back. And let's entangle the zombies. Oh, I got 50 slayers. So there's a mission there. And you've moved, but I still haven't unlocked the chalice. A vendor? Interesting.
Makeshift camp. A scraggly dwarf sits on a log, trying in vain to keep warm.
Okay. Sell my gems. I don't need my shields, so I can sell my general potions. I don't think I need a rest quite yet. Another spider. Another 2 spiders. Kind of makes me wish I had taken fire for my Fey Pact. Because they take like double damage from fire, right? I don't know. I'll probably be happier not having it once I start facing devils. Because I remember there's a bunch of devils. But I don't remember what level you start running into them. Usually the high level devils are like your teens, right? In pen and paper. I don't know if that still holds true.
A bone-chilling breeze emanates from the mouth of Misery's Peak.
Okay, Misery's Peak. But I have a quest for that. So I guess I'll come back to that? I don't know, I've got a action point as well. So I may want to consider going back. Yeah, I can't spend them, but I can look. What was it that I wanted to get? Paint the blood, no. No. I guess? Hungry for Destruction? Spell power, ranged power, universal spell power. I guess. But they're all kind of weak. Less hate, don't really care about. Bluff, haggle, and diplomacy. +1 will saving throw. That's a lot. That's 3 points. Okay. Okay, I think I'm approaching something. And I just got an exploration. Nice. Oh, it's a jump. They even try to warn me because there's a body right there. Like, don't try to jump. Okay. Let's try a different route. This feels familiar. Would that go to where I want? Yes, it looks like it. So can I slide down? Yes. But I still take falling damage. That's garbage. Whoa. Dang it. Man, when am I gonna get out of ice air and go to air area? Wait, what enemies take double damage from acid? Lightning? I don't know. Hey! Come on, corruption. There we go. Thanks, buddy. Okay, and you died.
The decrepit catacombs are slightly obscure.
Catacombs. Is probably actually how you should spell it. I always want to say catacombs. Okay, so let's use the restaurant. That should heal up my health. Go in. A bat. Hey, bat shouldn't be too bad.
You enter a musty hall, heavy with silence and the weight of dark stone.
Okay. There's a lever. Take secret doors.
All of a sudden, the sense of rot and decay assail your nostrils. Something foul is here.
Probably not great.
In the corner, you see the glint of metal through some cobwebs.
Bats. You guys have 5 hit points. I guess you have 6 hit points. Okay, there we go.
As the secret
They do love their levers.
slides open, you see
Frozen
magic
adventure.
someone across the table.
Oh shit.
It is being overused.
Apparently they weren't frozen well enough. I wonder what froze them. Because I've never heard of like a frozen zombie. Drusen to Jursko, that's who I'm here for. So I need to figure out a way to drop the barrier. Let's see. Skeleton. Skellington. Let's hit the lever. Hey, a boss. Okay, so let's kill Rick's file. And his pet elf zombie. Torch implements. Lever. Always gotta love levers. Alright. We can use run speed. Okay. Yep. Okay, I should have done better. Elf zombie. Dwarf zombie. A zombie. Why is it just zombie? Shouldn't it be human zombie if you're specifying the race of everything else? Okay. Oh shit, a ghoul. Actually ghouls are only, what, half a CR? Shouldn't be too bad. So he died. Lever, no chest? Hang it, that's 2 bosses in a row with no chest. I might be getting a little too chest happy. It feels like something's gonna happen, so I'm gonna cast Resist Cold just in case, because there's a lot of frozen adventurers. Okay.
Cannot be. Jacoby Drexler
Oh, shit.
stands before you. Not alive, but not quite dead.
Okay.
As he swears vengeance upon you.
Drexelhand and a Skellington warrior.
Swears to return again before collapsing in a heap of bones. You take the soul key from his remains.
Okay, so I open that, talk to her. Let's see. Go quickly, don't stop for anything. Hey! Hey! Really? I don't get a chest unless I have lockpicking? That's annoying. Maybe I should have played a lockpicking class. I do really enjoy Artificer. But I really wanted to try out the new Warlock.
Catacombs are slightly obscured by the falling water.
I could multi-class. But I don't have a ton of skill points to spare. And if I wanted the capstone for the enhancement tree that I'm doing, I wouldn't be able to multi-class. Okay. Do I have anything even left?
The rumbling falls converge into a small body
apparently.
of water.
Because I just got an explorer. I do remember there was a quest about like a manufacturing plant. Did I miss that? Let's see, I think he said it was up a hill, right? Lots of rats to kill. Okay. Well, that's a hill. That looks like something. Looks kind of druidic. Old Kenneth ruins. Hey, that sounds good. Oh shit! Should have saved corruption for the Sawagan. Okay, so he died. Oh wow, I'm an 11 of 10 explorer. What am I missing? Or 10 of 12. Watchful Vigil, I don't know what that is. Abandoned Kenneth Manufacturing. I think that's where I'm going. So I think I interrupted them playing poker. Or just drinking blood out of a bowl. One of the two. Okay, so there's a rest shrine.
A mangled sewer grate leads
Okay,
to an
and
old
then that's the
abandoned
quest
manufacturing.
entrance. So let's go ahead and rest. Heal my one missing hit point. Okay. I really want to get that last explorer, but I don't know. Where would a watchful vigil be? Somewhere up high, I guess? Is there anywhere I haven't explored that is up high? Okay.
You enter one of the laboratories where decades ago.
Okay, this place is definitely old.
Mystical light.
Subtech secret doors, expeditious.
Much later, these automata. The doorway ahead has been boarded up.
Okay.
The world looks very recent.
So break that. Let's see. Oh, there's a trap. And there's an iron defender. Hey, constructs. Constructs are always fun. Let's see. Dang it. No. My corruption cooldown. There we go. A valve. Not a lever, at least. So that's something. Okay. So I'm looking for a second valve. Close the valves to stop the poisonous steam. Yeah, that sounds like it would be valuable. There we go.
As you twist the second valve,
Okay.
the hissing stops.
You can still hear the trap going off. Hey, there's a bunch of you doggos. Yep, not gonna play with that. So let's go down this way. And I miss. But apparently they're weak because I just one-shot him anyway. Okay. Rest shrine. Can I not rest? Nah, I can't rest through the gate. I don't see why not. Okay, let's see. It's blocked. Another Iron Defender. Okay. Let's kill the defender. Maybe acid's really good on dogs? Seem to be iron. Is acid good on iron? I think so. I'm trying to remember my chemistry. I know certain. Well, then again, is it actually like an acid? Like, you know, just not acidic? Or is it let's see. Oh shit. Oh, that could be bad. So I just looked up at the stream, and while everything seems perfectly fine, apparently the game screen had gone out, and I don't know how long it had been out for, but it seems to be working now. So I guess that works. We'll have to see what happens. Okay, so I need to turn all the valves. Let's see, what does it say? Icy jets, so let's do some ice protection just in case. So there's a valve there, and a valve there. Oh, there's still one more. Oh, then a valve there. Okay, so now I can attack them. Seems like a waste. Seems like a super waste to just destroy those, but hey, what do I know? Okay, so we've got our door. A doggo. 2 doggos. And a chest with a gate. This almost seems like a reference. Like, you go into a 5x5 room, there's an orc there guarding the chest. Just, you know, classic D&D. Kind of want to know what's up there. Like, I don't know. Okay, looks like the barrier's dropped though, so we can go that way. And I don't know how much I trust that, but that's fine.
Who in the flame are you?
Okay, so I need to convince Hayton to help Korthos. So let's talk to Hayton. You, what have you done? My protections are gone. There's nothing stopping this wagon now. Stopping them from what? They're hunting me, you fool. And you've just cleared the way for them. I'm sorry, but I had to find you. The people of Korthos need your help. Then you've wasted your time. Generations of my family fought and died, while those selfish witches did nothing. Those villagers just want me to stand in front of the Sahuagin tide so they don't have to. But what about...
Oh no, the Sahuagin found me.
Hey, a restaurant. I get the feeling I won't have an opportunity to use it. Okay. Oh shit, that's a lot of them. And I need to protect him? Shit. I'm not designed to tank. Oh, Hey, so I got 300 XP for killing Sawagan Exterminator, which gave me enough to give me another enhancement point. Stop attacking him! I wish I had some healing. I don't have any healing. Tangle? Hey! That slows down their attack speed, I believe. Something. Just cover the ground with creepy tentacles. And then of course they stop coming. God dang it. Okay. Shoot them. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of them. Okay, Swagan Warrior, Swagan Baron, Swagan Adept. Shit, yes, please, Amalgam. He's at half. And then there's a name. God damn it. Okay, the name's down at least. We beat them off this time. Yeah, less than half. Shoot, I'm glad I did normal. If I had done like hard, I don't know if I'd be able to survive that. Or I would, but I don't think he'd be able to survive it. Let's see. Will it never end? The Swagan keep coming until I'm dead. There is one way it can end. If we work together, we can drive the Swagan from Korthos Island once and for all. I've heard talk like that before. But everyone who stood up to the Swagan and their pet dragon is dead. They have a pet dragon? What about Kasha? Are you going to let her die too? Or maybe the Swagan will take her alive to the mountain. How do Swagan have a pet dragon? That doesn't compute. Don't you talk about her? No, that can't happen. I won't let that happen. Alright, I will help you. I've been doing research about the dragon. Seriously, dragon? And I've come to a startling conclusion. Oh? I've discovered that the dragon is not here by its own free will. Okay. It is being controlled by a creature most terrible, a mind flayer for the depths of Kyber. Can a mind flayer control a I don't know mind flayers that much. I don't know, maybe I'm overestimating dragons. Maybe there's lower level dragons. I don't remember dragons being a thing till like level 12-ish? I guess they're the same tier as like high level demons if I remember correctly. Oh, anyway. And I have a plan which you might be able to turn the tables. I will send Amalgam to meet you at the base of Misery's Peak when you are ready. Talk to him there. I will, until we meet again, Lars Hayton. So let me get a chest. Another I should keep track of how many shields I destroy. Okay. But I got that done. And I think that's all the quests that I had. But I really want that last explorer for the map. What would Lookout Point be?
A mangled sewer grate leads to an old abandoned cannon manufacturing.
Let's see. Oh, there's a lot to explore. I'll do a quick sweep. Maybe its location is a hint. Algid Falls, which is where the necromancing thing was. Watchful Vigil and Dilapidated Aqueduct. So Dilapidated Aqueduct and Algid Falls were like right next to each other. So maybe it's going to be in the same general area. Okay. Nope. been playing too much Final Fantasy XIV. I tried to press my sprint button. Okay. Nothing. Vigil. Well, watchful would imply that it's high up, right? Because you want to be able to see stuff. But a vigil would suggest that it's like people are dying? Like you hold a vigil for people? I don't know. I don't know where that would be because there's necromancy everywhere. Let's just try to go up, I guess. So that's up, but I don't see a route to that. That might be... No. Rats have come to keep me company. Okay, so I'm not seeing that. Oh, it looks like this might have something. Because it kind of curves around. I can probably leave the tick secret doors off, but why would I? It would suck if I, like, had, you know, if I missed something because I wasn't paying attention. Or because I didn't refresh it. Okay. So it looks like I can't take that. So that was the aqueducts, I believe. Let's see.
The rumbling falls converge into a
Rumbling
small body of
Falls.
water.
So that was the one next to it, so it should be close-ish to here. Okay, so that goes up. The rat attacked me for 0, which is great. Because I think it must do piercing damage. Okay. I don't know why the rats and the humans are conspiring, so... So as long as there's fresh stuff to kill, then it can't be too bad. I think that's where I came from. Yeah, because that's the one that I wasn't able to cross. Okay, that goes up. That goes more up. That goes up, and I think I'm back where I came from. Okay. Okay, so it's not there. Could it be on the other side? This is where I got the aqueducts. Was just up there. So if it was between the aqueducts... Let's see.
You come across a makeshift camp.
The camp...
A scraggly dwarf sits on a log.
Adventurous camp was 2 below it. So it should be close-ish. Yeah, I'm gonna try for a little bit longer, and then if I don't find it, I'll give up. Not here, is it? Okay. Maybe it's the tree? It's kind of high up. Oh, I'm quickly running out of places to look. High up's good though. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna give up. I don't see whatever it is that I'm supposed to be seeing here. Oh shit. And I think I might die here soon. That falling damage, man. I need to figure out a way to get around that. So, normally you don't want to recall because, you know, then you want to wait till you finish the mission. But there really isn't a finishing of explorations. Now the downside to that is you're also not fully healed. But there is city regeneration, which kind of gives you a little boost over time. Let's see. Yeah, this is just her asking about bringing that one guy. Oh, nice. So a cloak, which is what I wanted. Shield of Faith. Cure light wounds. Nice. Once a day. Awesome. Featherfall. Featherfall. Fuck.
Your finding Hayton transformed the village. It's
Featherfall is what I've been wanting for this whole time.
for news of your next great victory with bated breath.
Okay. So let's turn in the various quests. Oh, nice. This must be new, because I don't remember cloaks being a thing. I kind of like the cloak, though. Googles? Blessed goggles, blessed once per day. Goggles of insight, attack bonus +1. Ornate goggles, search plus disable device +1. Oof, none of them are really amazing. Bless is 5 minutes of +1 to attack rolls. But Googles of insight is just a straight +1 to attack rolls. Let's do that. I don't... maybe I should have done that. I keep forgetting that, like, there is no attack roll when it comes to Eldritch Blast. It's just straight up, did you touch them? Yes? Great, they got hit. Okay, so let's get rid of, clear out some of the inventory some. Okay, I want to talk to the mayor. Oh, man, a bunch of choices here. Okay, so I've got but don't walk off. So I've got Expeditious Retreat right now, which is 5 minutes once per day. Anger's Step gives me Expeditious Retreat 2 times per minute, and jump +3. Nice. And a set bonus where it's part of Anger's Wrath. If both items are equipped, I get a +2 bonus to hit. Hey. Gloves, which I don't have. Tumble +3. Run speed +5%. Don't really care. Nimble Hand. This pair of gloves is one of 2 pieces of the Nimble Hand set. When both items are equipped, you receive +1 to hit and +2 damage to sneak attacks. I don't have sneak attacks. Pathfinder's Boots. Tumble +3. 5% run speed. +2 bonus to hit. which is kind of like Anger Step, except instead of jump, it's tumble, and instead of striding, okay, Protector's Gloves, okay. Intimidate +3, I don't really care about. Universal DR1 is nice. And if I pair it with the Protector's Heart, I get Light Fortification, +1 AC. I think I get Fortification just through my enhancements, though. Arcane Goggles, Concentration +3, 10 spell points. This pair of goggles is one of 2 pieces of the Arcane Mindset. When both are equipped, the set provides +24 equipment bonus to universal spell power. Oh, that's not bad. Archivist, concentration power, spell points by 20, less good. Devoted, heal power and spell power. Troubleshooters, spot, search, listen, and the set bonus of open locks and disable device. I mean, Anger Step is super tempting, but I don't really need the bonus to hit. I'm gonna go with Arcane. Do I need the universal spell power? I think I had a necklace that did something. No, the necklace was just Radiance. Okay. Yeah, let's do Arcane. Because I think Eldritch Blast skills with 130% spell power, which means 24 spell power will increase its damage by like 30%. I believe that's how it works. That's spell points. How does spell power work? There we go. Yeah, right now my defaults are all at like 10. Yeah, so plus 24 spell power is going to be great. So let's equip that. That's way better than +1 attack bonus. Okay, anyone else that I needed to turn in? Hireling Vendor. Wonder if they've got a rogue. No. They do have a barbarian, a cleric, fighter, and a sorcerer. They're pretty cheap. I've got lots of platinum. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I really want a rogue so that I can get those chests, though. Okay, I could have sworn I had one more, but that's fine. I do have some action points, so we can spend those. The Warlock Trainer. So let's look at what we can do. So I think of the options that I had. That was the way to go, because that gives me +6 universal spell power. Oh, I have 3 points. Okay. Oh. Hey, 1 point will let me unlock the next tier, which, as much as, the universal spell power is useful, it's not as amazing as some of this stuff. Feeding Frenzy, I do like using Consume, but I miss it so much. Stricken, Taint the Aura, against targets marked by your Consume attacks. Consume Sight. Let's go with Stricken. Stricken has no cost. It does have meta magics that you can use, which I'm kind of tempted to start getting now. Power Maximize, Quicken, and Enlarge. Or Enlarge. In. I don't know why in is just there after Enlarge. Reduces magical attack, or ranged magical attack. You cause 4d6 chaotic damage, which is nice. Because, shoot, Contagion's been almost one-shotting a lot of stuff, and that's only 2d10. And reduce the healing amp, not a big deal. Damage scales with spell power. Target is also marked with the Stricken trait. I I don't know what Stricken does. Is that the healing amp reduction? Or is that something else? Is Stricken a status effect in 3.5? Well, either way, we can... should I get multiple levels? Yes. Okay. For some reason I was thinking it was just healing amp, but no, it goes 4d6 to 8d6. 8d6 is crazy. Because that's like 25, 26 damage on average. And I would get Inhuman Nature, but I need Warlock level 3 to do that. So let's get Stricken. And then I should get some more hotkeys. So UI settings. I need to figure out how to get more hotkeys. Key mapping. No. Graphics? Oh, you know what? I think I remember how you do it. Just go there. There we go. And then that kicks it out. So 3. Five, 6, 7. I'm a big fan of hotkeys, for those who haven't been able to figure it out by now. Okay, and then I'll move that there. So I can make that a little bigger. And this was something that I used to do way back when. You know, I'm not using spell components right now, so it's not as big of a deal. But just putting your spell components there, you can pretty easily see how many you have left, whether you need to restock, anything like that. Okay, so with that in mind, what I'm going to go ahead and do is get that ready. So the nice thing about that is instead of pressing the button and then choosing which one, I can just set it up so that, like, if I click that one, I automatically give myself acid. Though I should probably be doing this in a bar so that I can recharge my clickies. So when you're in a bar, every minute you'll get the same effect as if you had rested at a rest shrine in terms of refreshing abilities and clickies and all that. On top of that, you'll regenerate a little faster in the bar, so tavern regeneration. And on top of that, you can actually go to the bartender and purchase like food and drink that will regenerate health and mana at a faster rate. So, you know, just handy to do. Okay, so with that in mind, I don't really need search there. I don't need that there. Do that. I'm probably going to want healing potions hotkeyed, Tangle hotkeyed, Stricken. Those are toggles. I don't really need toggles on the hotbar. Okay, I'm kind of excited for Stricken. That's a nice jump. And of course, there's no available meta magics. So I'm kind of... I wonder what it would take to switch out toughness for, like, Quicken? Let me see, because it had a list of available... Because if I'm doing this, I'm going to want, like, Finger of Death, which can do Quicken, Heighten? I don't think Heighten's that important. because if I remember correctly, well, Finger of Death's already a 7th level spell, and yeah, I think Warlocks may only have 6 levels. Maybe they have 9 levels. Okay, height might not be a bad idea, at least at later's. Enlarge, embolden. I need to find out what emboldening does. Feats, show unavailable. So, there we go. Okay, enlarge. Twice the range. Not seeing embolden. Maybe they're epic feats? Oh, yeah, sure enough. Oof. Free epic metamagics. Embolden spell. While this metamagic feat is active, you gain +2 to the DC of spells affected by embolden spell, but they consume 10 additional spell points. Oh, that's super good. Ooh, epic Eldritch Blast. +36. Okay, it looks like there's some competition for those feats. I mean, I'm not really planning on taking this character epic, but still. Greater Ruin. I remember that was an interesting spell. 150 damage for 1,000 untyped damage to a single enemy with no saving throw. Kind of useless with just, costing 150 spell points. But there was a lot of interesting, enemies that are nearly impossible. That untyped damage was great. Intensify spell. That's probably what that is, because it just says in. While this metamagic field is active, you gain 75 spell power. While casting spells affected by Intensify spell, but they cost 15 additional spell points. So it's just Empower. It's just an extra Empower. Let's see. Master of the Dead. Ooh, +10 caster level to Death Aura. That's awesome. Kind of curious what acid. Static Sphere, Lightning Sphere, Blast Rod, and Lightning. I have your caster already. I never did go into the casting stuff. Okay, so it might not be a bad idea. So maximize seems like the way to go. I need Warlock level 4 anyway. I guess I could do Empower. Power only needs Warlock 1. What does Quicken take? Warlock 1. Yeah, maximize is 150 spell power. Power's 15. Yeah. Quicken. Yeah, there's a lot of spell-like abilities in this one. Quicken might be the way to go. But I do like the idea of sticking with Maximize, because that's just fun. Okay. So I think I've healed up. Okay, now I need to find Amalgam. It looks like he's on Korthos, or in the exploration. Okay, so let's go. And unfortunately, I think I'm going to lose the map because I wasn't able to get everything. Oh no, I kept it. Interesting. Wilmette Dragon sends words that he's ready to strike a crippling blow, so what's the plan? My brother will relay you to Hayden. Okay, so now I need to go to Misery's Peak, which is the one just at the far end. So maybe I'll find the thing I was missing. I have no hopes. Okay, so let's talk to him. Free hat, intimidate, haggle, will save, concentration, tumble. Concentration's nice. I'm gonna go with will save. Okay. Oh, this is unexplored. No, not that unexplored. Okay. I should just give up, but I really want to get that last explorer. Because if I can get it, that's, you know, not just the 100 for the exploration, but 300 for completing the exploration. Oh, nice. Yep, never would have thought about here. I guess that makes sense. But yeah, you can see that now that I've done it, everything's kind of opened up. I think. Oops. Okay. So let's use Expeditious Retreat. We're trying to get to there. Oh, something's shooting at me. Lots of things are shooting at me. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and move out. Yep, that's where I saw him before with the... Last time he had the empty, so I finished the path to Misery's Peak, and now I'm on Misery's Peak itself. So we'll go ahead and rest. Hopefully that will restore our hit points. I was kind of hoping Warlocks had some sort of self-healing. I guess there's a bunch of like temporary hit point abilities. That's kind of like self-healing. If I took the money from before, I'd probably just buy a bunch of healing potions. But I'm not too bad on healing potions. I've got 13. 800 and some odd plat. I don't know how much healing potions are. I want to say they're like 50 gold, but I haven't played 3.5 for so long. So I might be wrong. It seems way too low to only be 50 gold. Not in, you know, pen and paper terms. In pen and paper terms, that's crazy high for level 1. But, you know, I'm level 2.5 and have almost 1,000 platinum. Now, if there were 50 platinum each, that I could see. That would definitely be the a good like trade-off. Okay. Anyway, Lars Hayton, you made it. I believe you are acquainted with my associates. They will be the right hand that draws the enemy out. You will be the left hand that inserts the dagger into the mind flayer's back. Metaphorically speaking, of course. What? Left hand, right hand. Speak plainly, old man. Listen. Without the dragon and the cult, the Sahuagin are no more dangerous than they have ever been. True. I don't know how they managed to get a dragon. You say it's a mind flayer. I don't know how they managed to get a mind flayer. So, yeah. But as long as the dragon remains, Korthos is doomed. Our hope is that we will know the true story, just like the cultist villagers. The dragon is not helping the Sahuagin of its own free will. It is being controlled by a mind flayer. How is that possible? I thought dragons were immune to such things. Right? That is the key, my friend. The mind flayer is using a magical quarry artifact to magnify its power. Quarry, I think, are like telekinetic races? I think they do psychic stuff. If we can destroy that mind center, the dragon will be released from its control. Then, maybe Korthos will have a chance. So you want me to destroy the quarry mind center artifact? Yes. Selemus and her group will cause as much ruckus as they can, hopefully drawing off the majority of the enemy forces. Meanwhile, you will find the quarry mind center and shatter it. Okay, I understand the plan. If Selemus is ready, I'll find this quarry mind center and destroy it.
Selemus, ready your party. I'll weaken the barrier.
Okay, so they're all level 9. So yeah, it wouldn't make sense for me to go with them.
Now to clear your path.
Hayton clears the passageway.
Okay, and I'm gonna do ice, because there seems to be so much ice stuff. Dang it! I missed with both of my things. Okay. Oof. This is definitely more intense than what I've run into so far. Oh, breast shine already. Okay, well that would... Seems like I probably should save it, but... I do kind of enjoy the concept of... Quick, we're on a... You know, a timed mission. We gotta move out, we'll distract them. I kill 5 enemies, travel 30 feet, and be like, you know what, I need a nap.
Forms are frozen in contorted poses, their faces set in silent tones.
Okay. Okay, so that does that. This place is ominous. Not to mention the ominous music. Hey, it's a ghoul. Oh, it's a what? Which I believe... Oh wow, there's a lot of ghouls. Okay, so let's go ahead and kill them. Okay, so there's the door.
Heavy door is locked by a pair of signals.
Locked by crystals.
Control mechanisms are in this cabin somewhere.
Sounds like a bat somewhere. Okay, it seems pretty linear so far. Okay. Okay, I'm super curious how, you know, this situation wound up. Oh, so there I can either there's 2 ways to go. Where does this way lead? A dead end. Okay, so I do have to go that way. Like So the barriers are associated with the zombies, which were also frozen, but there's nothing to freeze. Unless they're frozen by the dragon, but there really isn't room to have the dragon, like, hanging out. But maybe they were frozen by the dragon and then transported to the barrier, and then from there used in the ritual. There's just so much that, like, would have to happen. Cause yeah, like, this looks, I guess, yeah, if the adventures are going up and the dragon just, like, flies up and drops a blast, that might make sense. Okay. Potions, always nice. There we go. Apparently he's being lazy and he just didn't want to stand up. Okay, so that one goes that way, but I'm not seeing anything that way. So that's probably a good sign to go here. Lever, of course. There's always has to be a lever. And a shrine. I'm down to like a minute and a half of expeditious, so I'll take it. Okay, let's keep ice up, because you've all seen it. There is ice spiders around. I haven't seen the big dragon, bro, but... Okay, kill the zombies. Okay, so that did something. There's really only one way to go. Definitely seems to be somewhat... It doesn't feel linear. Like, it definitely feels maze-like. But it seems to be linear. In that there's only really one way to actually go. Okay, so... Go right or left. Left seems to be where it wants me to go, so let's look what's right. And there's a spider. It thinks it's being sneaky. Let's try left. That door looks ominous. Okay, so we've opened up this. Just a lever. Okay.
With the second signal crystal activated, you hear the stone door at the base of the cavern rolling over.
Well, that's good. I want to check out what was in the other direction, though, because there was like an ominous green door. And then I'll just go down. There also seems to be a bubble right there. What is going on? I should be done with this section, right? I got the 2 levers. Oof. Thought I was gonna fall off there for a second. Yeah, there's a bubble there. I don't know why. And there's a bubble there. I don't know why. It's Featherfall. Try to figure this out. Okay. Okay, killing the spiders. Step on that, and sure enough, that seems to have done something. Maybe I shouldn't have featherfalled off, because now I need to get back up. Where are all these spiders coming from? Because I don't see them, and then all of a sudden they're just like 8 of them. Hey, free chest. Hey, free boss. Who survived my corruption? Wow. Or not corruption, that was the, stricken. Another shield. Well, bugger. At least there's a thing so I can do cold, energy, and then we'll feather fall so we can get down quickly. There we go. That was clutch. I probably should have waited before jumping until I was actually able to click it, but where's the fun in that, right? Okay, so more ghouls. Featherfall wears off. Man, I wish they had like more uses than just one. Oh, so many ghouls. Where's my area of effect attacks? At least they're going down, but don't ghouls have like a disease or something? Ghoul rot? That's 3.5, right? Or am I thinking of something else? I don't remember.
Chills run down your spine.
Hey, dragon!
Finally come face to face with a dragon that has been terrorizing Korthos,
That...
even at rest.
Oh shit. CR26? White dragon. Can I hurt it? No. Well, that doesn't seem like the best strategy to take on a dragon. Also, taking on a level 26 dragon when you're level 9 seems a little not great. But hey, I'll focus on my part of the plan. They can focus on their part of the plan, I guess. I don't tell them how to do their job. Or I should say, they don't tell me how to do my job, so I shouldn't tell them how to do theirs. Okay, another rest shrine. I'm still decent on expeditious, so I'll save it. Oof. White. Oh man, there's a lot of enemies here. Okay. Yeah, I should have known better about that. Okay, let's shoot him. Okay, so it looks like there's a lever. There's so many levers. Is that like a D&D trope that I don't know about?
The ground wavers, and you look down to see a tunnel beneath the ice.
Nice.
The dragon roars as it
Uh-oh.
thunders after Senemas and Jeets atop. The ruse is working.
Oh, that doesn't seem like a good plan.
Another heavy door bars the way out.
I mean, as long as...
Once again, signal crystals are set into the wall.
Yeah. I guess it's fine. They're just trying to stall it after all, but... Wait, aren't they trying to stall it? If they were trying to stall it, then why were they just straight up attacking it to begin with? See, if this was a pen and paper game, I'd definitely have words trying to be like, I don't understand this plan. Why are we doing this? What are we hoping to accomplish? How do you think things are going to go? But of course, you don't really have that option in kind of an MMO. It's been predetermined. Kind of like running modules. I'm amazed, like, spoilers, I guess, for anyone who hasn't played it, but the 5th edition Tomb of Annihilation, there's like one part where the players are supposed to get captured by the Yuan-Ti. And it's like, but why would the players get captured by the Yuan-Ti? Why would they not just, you know, fight to the death? I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciate, you know, when players come up with weird and interesting strategies. It always makes the game come alive. But shoot, I got turned around. But when you're kind of expecting them to follow a certain strategy, and that strategy is something other than kill everything, I don't know, it starts to become less dependable. I could be wrong, but I mean, yeah, it's part of why I don't really run modules much. I can see the value in them, and it's nice to see how people, you know, wait encounters and how they handle what stuff's done. But the module tends to be so rigid. You know, there's usually maybe a couple of lines about, hey, if the players try doing this, if they try, you know, taking this odd object, the people won't be happy about it, or if they try to do something or other, you know, this will happen. But for the vast majority, it's just, hey, the players are going to go in and attack without ever talking to them. What if they want to talk to them? Oh, hey, a boss. This guy's new. Fortunately, going after bosses is my specialty. No chest? I'm getting super greedy with chests, even though all they have is shields that I'll never use. I wonder if there is a warlock weapon. I know 3.5 had warlock weapons, but they were kind of meh. It was like add 1d6 to your Eldritch Blast. And it costs the same as like a +3 weapon. So there might be something like that. I don't know. Then again, this game does stuff differently. Like when they introduced artificers, and you know, they made them more than just crossbow users. Even though, you know, crossbow wasn't even like an arty thing. Like a lot of artificers did it, but it wasn't like the iconic part about artificers. They kind of made it the iconic part. They did a really good job on artificers. I'm not quite certain how I feel about how they handled warlock yet. So far, I'm not loving the spells versus... Oh, what did they have in 3.5? It was invocations that they could cast unlimited times. Like an unlimited use shatter spell. Oh man, that shit was awesome.
This could be your chance to destroy the Mind Center.
Okay, so now I have to destroy the Mind Center, which is apparently immune to all my spells. So let's turn off that and smack it. my massive
As
+2 to
it uses
hit.
Divine Sunless power, the dragon reasserts its will and looks very
I still want to know why the Mind Flayer was working with Sawagan. Doesn't... Do they? I've never heard of them as being a big, like, combination. Okay, so you're a wonder. To be truthful, I did not actually think the plan would work. I was ready to die in a blaze of glory. Yes, we won. I wonder what will challenge me, now that I've faced a dragon. You didn't face a dragon, you saw a dragon. You faced an ice flenser, so that's a demon? I think flensers are demons. Anyway, ha! Well, don't worry. There's always a bigger evil beyond the horizon. In fact, speak with Renar de Thorani if you truly fancy an adventure. He's at the village pier, and he can take you to Stormreach. You'll find plenty of evil there. Ha ha! I'll seek him out on the Korthos docks. Thank you and farewell.
Here, take this portal, so you won't have to walk back.
That is nice of you. Though it's kind of
Like Matt.
freaky because you technically haven't completed the mission until you've taken the portal. But as soon as you take the portal, it kicks you out. So if you're not paying attention, the last thing you see is the quest not done. Okay. What's that? You say the dragon is gone? Brilliant. On behalf of my thankful crew, I hereby offer you passage to the Jewel of Zendrick, the city of Stormreach. So Zendrick is where you go after Newbie Island. That's going to be where we spend most of our time. Though there are a few side places like Giant Hold and such. Okay, so let's see. So we're probably going to want something that goes with what we already got. Though it's going to be unfortunate to give up the evocation focus. Let's see. So Arcane Necklace. Plus 24 equipment bonus. Intelligence +1, Charisma +1. Yeah, that's probably worth it. Because I only have a Charisma of 18. But... Ooh, or I could do something that gives me mana. I don't feel like this character needs a ton of mana. I want to say that if you don't take that, you miss out on it, though. Whatever. I'm going to go Arcane Necklace. Oh, nice. So Arcane Mind, plus 24 equipment bonus to your unofficial spell power. Which puts my acid at 36. Wait, does my acid scale? I assume, but it doesn't say, so actually I'd mostly be worried about force. Because that's what Eldritch Blast. Okay, and I think that's all I have to do. So let's talk to her. So now I'm actually out of tutorial land. What the? Yeah, I'm out of tutorial land. I'm going to go ahead and head to the actual, fun part. So, as you can see, there's a bunch of quests. There's a bunch of quests that are also kind of not seen. Apparently there's also an event, which is fun. But I'm specifically wanting to go up here, because that's where all the... Oh, trainers. Actually, yeah, the trainers are down there. I always remember, for some reason, I always remember coming off here. So that's where like the lower level quests were. I don't know why I came off there. But I mostly want to just level up. So wizard, monk, fighter, warlock. There we go. So let's advance to the next level. Concentration, spellcraft. No, not concentration. Use magic device. So another arcane lore. And then trainable feats. Which is a bunch of stuff that I don't have access to. Precision. I want to do maximize. Okay, 8 more spell points, my saves go up. Oh, my Draconic Ancestry went up. Let's get rid of that. Racial feats, Draconic Ancestry. Oh, that's just giving me 3 acid resistance. But let's turn maximize always on. Consume can use maximize as well? How did I not notice that? Because that would be amazing. Oh, sure enough. Maximize, empower, quicken and enlarge. Maximize, empower, quicken and enlarge. Shoot, yeah, that's awesome. Now I can get in human nature and stricken 3. But I think I'm going to go ahead and put that off for a bit and call the stream for now. And I will talk to you guys again in a couple of days or so.